Well, guys, and thank you everybody out here for joining us. You can tell by the smell, it's an all-new episode of Talk Nerdy to Me. It's special this week, not on our normal day, not on a normal Wednesday, Friday, like we normally do. We are here Saturday, live, historic downtown Bowling Green, Kentucky. We are at the National Corvette Museum. This is Vette CityCon. We're all here. We're all wearing matching T-shirts because we're weird like that.
We're dedicated.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that none of us actually planned this. We all just showed up with
Yeah,
these T-shirts.
we all did.
For the same custom-made
Yeah,
T-shirt shop.
All the same font. Thanks, Rachel.
Same color.
They gave us all a hell of a deal.
Yeah, shout out to Rachel for the
Wait, is this
fantastic
the
shirt.
18 font? Did I just notice
Yeah,
that?
you're welcome. You're welcome. So it is. I am Captain Chris. We'll go to all the way from my right. We'll work our way in. The most creatively named man in all of podcasting. You recognize him from Workaholics. He is Moran.
Dude, get it right. The love child of T.J. Miller and Seth Rogen.
It never
That's
gets
true.
old.
That's true.
Never gets old.
Yeah. I'm sorry that your font was not in also red and blue, but it is all white. But yeah, it's okay. He is Julian.
Yeah, they made me check my gun at the door, so I'm a little aggravated, but I'm okay.
You still got these though. You still
You're
got
ready,
your-
it
you
is.
still got the two guns.
Yeah.
At least you're taking your guns at the
It's
door.
fair.
Yeah,
I know that you gun. He'd only brought one.
Yeah, I only
Wink.
carry one. Brass knuckles, knives, those don't count.
Wink,
Don't,
wink.
don't tell Man-Thing what he's packing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where's
yo.
that dickhead at?
Everybody hates Mandy. And of course, to my right, as he always is, my right-hand man. His right hand has a microphone in it. Left, right. There we go.
That was lightsaber.
Obi-John. Oh yeah. Don't look directly into the microphone. Yeah, don't do it.
Churn that butter.
I'm back!
Yeah, he's finally back.
Hold on. You have the shirt on and you didn't even say the line.
Yeah.
I didn't think I had to.
Yeah, because
You didn't say yours either.
Yeah, dick.
yeah.
That's
By accident, it happened. Well, and to be fair, most of our audience is illiterate anyway. So
Who knew that?
there it is. So we are all together again. It feels good to be back, and our group is all together. We're back as one big happy family. What are you
Just
looking
like
at?
Voltron.
over here?
Leia's got my attention,
Oh my
man. I'm sorry.
God! All right. So anyway, yeah, Vette CityCon. Here we are. Glorious Vette CityCon. Historic downtown Bowling
Second
Green.
annual historic.
Yeah, the second annual Vette CityCon. Guests of all kinds are here. We've got all these big name people. We've got Hillbilly Jim. We've got Steve Dash, who I'm going to get in a fight with later. But joining us first, have a seat, sir. Yeah, we don't like him. Right? He's a dick. We don't like him. Because joining us, we started at the cream of the crop. Tony Moran, how are you, sir? I want to shake your hand. You doing all right?
Doing good.
Good.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Tony
What's
Moran.
happening?
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Tony Moran, of course, you know him as the original Michael Myers from Halloween. It's an honor to be in your presence. We thank you for joining us. And
Yeah, the only reason why I'm here is because the beautiful Stephanie asked me to be over here.
why do you think we hired her, man? No
It's
one
hard
will-
to say no.
No
Yeah.
one will talk to us, but if we have her,
Yeah, could you imagine if this asshole came up and started talking to you?
He would have called security if he
yeah,
knew
they would
that.
have said absolutely
You got
not.
the wrong guy, yeah.
I go up to you and say, hey, do you want to have a private conversation? And you just call 911. That's how the conversation goes.
I don't care what he would whip your ass.
He
Let's
would,
just be
yeah.
honest.
Absolutely.
Look at him. You having a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody
Great
being
time.
nice to you so far?
Yeah,
Everybody having?
yeah. Everybody's been pretty mannered and good.
Nobody's asked you to sign anything weird yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
He's gonna want you to sign his boobs here in a minute.
Yeah.
He has people sign.
There's an upcharge for that.
Yeah, it's the Koran upcharge. So, no, this is exciting. How often do you do these conventions like this?
I do like 10 to 15 weekends out of the year.
Okay.
About.
Okay.
You know. This year will be a busy one because it's the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
So it'll be a bombing year.
Yeah, and it's kind of special for us because John Carpenter has Bowling Green roots, so this is kind of a big deal for us to have someone from the original Halloween to be here. Kind of, it's almost like a homecoming for us.
The shape is here right next
Yeah,
to us.
the shape is here, like because John Carpenter spent a little bit of time here at Western Kentucky University here, so he's got some roots, and some of the roads and some of the areas are named after Bowling Green. So it's really cool to have Halloween stars.
Yeah, every time I drive into town and see the Smiths Grove sign, that's all I think of is
You're
Halloween.
like, it's
Halloween royalty is what you were trying to think
Yes.
of a minute ago.
yeah. Halloween royalty over here. So.
Absolutely.
What do you have from either fond or not so fond memories of shooting the original Halloween?
Not so fond wearing the mask, you know, because it was the only holes that were in it was in the eyes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And it's 100% latex, so it's really hot, sweaty,
Jeez.
and just a drag.
They'd also like just spray painted it, a Shatner
White.
mask white, so
Yeah.
that, it probably didn't smell great in there either.
Right, and they did the eyebrows and the sideburns a little bit. They customized that as well.
A lot of work. What was some good memories that you have?
String with Jamie Lee Curtis. That was a good time.
You gotta be careful now. She's had that yogurt. She's regular now. She's probably in better shape.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Did you get a lot of time to work with Donald Pleasance?
No.
No.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would between takes. You know, he wasn't a big talker.
Okay.
You know, he wasn't rude or like an asshole. He just was not really talking. You know? And he seemed like a nice guy to me. You know, but he didn't really socialize with anybody. You know.
Which of the kills in the movie was your favorite to shoot?
You know, my favorite scene in that whole movie, to tell you the truth, is the closet scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's no killing it, but that was my favorite scene.
Pretty iconic, yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
and I didn't even do it. Tommy Lee Wallace did that scene.
Oh.
He was the editor and set designer.
Oh wow.
And because the movie was such a low-budget movie, he did that scene because he punches through the slats, the wooden slats in the closet door, right? And they used him because he would know exactly where to punch through that every single time, so they could not spend so much money fixing it. And that's why he did that scene.
That's
Crazy,
awesome.
but true.
Better be economic.
Yeah, that's
I've always wondered, like, what's it like for someone who's been a part of such a massive franchise now, like, looking back on something you did almost 40 years ago. I mean,
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, there's no, and I'm not just saying this, but there really isn't any words to describe it. I mean, it's like, you know, I didn't even want to do this damn movie. You know? And the only reason why I did it was because Donald Pleasance was in it.
Really?
My
That's
agent
awesome.
had baked me, and I was broke. I was sleeping on the couch, and I still turned it down. But she promised me Donald Pleasance was in the movie, and I was like, because I was a huge fan of his. He's royalty.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, what? You gotta be kidding me. And I said, you're lying to me. She goes, no, I swear to God, he signed the contract. He's in. Wow. I found out why he did the movie later. He wasn't the first choice. Christopher Lee was.
Right.
He was like the fourth or fifth choice, and everybody else turned it down. He did the movie because he was on like split their sixth divorce or something. So
He needed the money
Yeah, I
too.
would say that he needed money
He
also.
needed the money.
Yeah.
That's a true story. That's the only reason why he did it.
I have a question. So
Yeah.
there's a long-running story that the production was so low, and because of where it was shot, that between takes they would have to collect all the leaves and put them back
Yeah,
in the
fake
shot
leaves.
again.
Fake
So was that true?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Because it was filmed in April,
Right.
and California, there's really no seasons anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, they had those fake plastic leaves. They were green, and they spray painted them brown. They looked like dead leaves, yeah.
I did not know that. That's
so-
awesome.
Yeah.
a lot of spray paint on set. That's
A
what
lot
I'm
of-
hearing. Okay.
That's where half the budget was.
Yeah. There's the spray paint
Movie
area.
miracles.
Yeah. Here's the acting area.
Because that's one of those stories that you hear all the time, and I have always wondered if that's actually true, if that's just kind of a thing that got blown out of
True.
proportion, or yeah.
That's
That's
right.
awesome. Thank you for confirming
That's-
that.
Yeah, no problem. And Tony knows this, but when I signed the contract and they got my measurements, you know, after they, you know, I went on an interview and met John Carpenter and Ernie Blanc, the producer. Anyways, and they just chit-chatted with me for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. They didn't even really talk about the movie. In fact, as a side note, you don't know this, Tony, but you will now. The name of the movie was going to be The Babysitter Killer. but it was too graphic, so they had to change it to Halloween. And that was another thing. I told my agent, I said, that's about the corniest shit I ever heard in my life, man.
Pretty schlocky title.
A horror movie called Halloween. How original, you know what I mean? I'm like, God, get away from me, man. So anyways, I signed the contract, and I got my measurements, and then they called me up and told me where to show up for my first day of filming. There's a house in Hollywood. And I showed up, and I go, I'm supposed to ask for such and such, the wardrobe. God, you're so
He's talking to Tony.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's talking to Tony Rose over there. Tony, you're so beautiful with your Tom Petty shirt.
So they go, okay, we'll go get her, And she comes back, and she's got the coveralls over her arm, and she's got the airborne army boots in her fingers, and she's got a mask and a jar of Vaseline. And
Casual Friday, baby.
Because back then, also, as a side note, doing a B horror movie was just one step above doing soft porn. And that's why I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I look at her and I go, well, because my agent, all she said was they played a psycho. That's all she knew. So I pointed at the mask, but what's that for? Because you got to wear this. I'm like, what? I wear a mask in this? Because, there was no such thing as a mask back then.
Right.
It was the first movie that used a mask. They used makeup before that, right? So I'm like, I wear this? She goes, yeah. And she could tell I was a little irate, And she goes, no, don't worry about it. I swear, Jamie's gonna, she rips it off and you get to see her face for a bit. For a bit? I'm like, okay, fuck.
Like 4 seconds, baby.
Yeah. So then I go, well, what's the Vaseline for?
Uh-oh.
She goes, well, that's 100% latex. She goes, you want to put that in your hair because it's like Velcro. If you don't, it'll just tear your hair right out. I'm like, oh, okay, great.
Wow.
Awesome. I didn't tell my acting workshop I did that movie. The only two people that knew was my girlfriend and my best friend knew I did the movie. My little sister, do you know who my little sister is? Moran from Happy Days.
Oh, yeah!
She died last April, yeah. She didn't even know I did the movie until 2006. She was at a convention that I was doing also in Jersey called Chiller. Yeah. And she had a table there, and that's the first time she found out that I did Halloween. 'Cause I didn't tell anybody. I was ashamed. I was ashamed.
You're good at keeping secrets.
So then on the second one, Halloween 2, my agent calls me up and says, hey, they're going to make a sequel. You want to do it? I go, no.
Absolutely
I'm not wearing a fucking mask again. I'm an actor, I'm not some puppet, you know what I mean? She goes, okay. So she hangs up, she comes back, she goes, well, look at it. Here's what they want to do. They want to use footage of you from Halloween 1, put it in Halloween 2, they'll give you the credit, and they'll pay you. I'm like, come here!
Yeah.
That's
Perfect.
the dream there.
Sign me up!
Send me that check.
Doing nothing.
And that's how that whole thing went down. And so that's why I got credit for Halloween 1 and 2.
So that's learned from John Carpenter. Is just give me a paycheck.
Yeah.
Like don't make me do anything and give me a paycheck. That's the John Carpenter school of
Doesn't anybody have any like whiskey or beer or anything around here?
I fucking wish.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
No!
Oh no! Uh-oh. We got a fight coming, and now he's gone. Oh man! He's like, oh my God, he's like not having it.
So anyways,
Talk nerdy to me is about to get ugly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another funny one.
We're gonna have a slasher fight here.
Wait a minute.
Oh
Oh,
no!
They'll let anybody in here.
What are you,
They don't give a shit. They'll let
what are you
anybody in.
doing in here?
I'm trying to work.
Why?
Because he asked me
Give
to.
up your life, you dead.
Can we get an adult?
It's over.
I think I need to go
I knew you
security.
when you had hair, you bald-headed bastard. You know that? Why would you even want to interview this guy?
It's his show.
What do you mean it's my show?
You get the fuck out of here.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Oh man!
Wait. I got fucking nothing.
Yeah, like what do we do from here?
Yeah.
What
It's
do we
all
do from
downhill.
here?
I'm done.
I don't know.
I retired.
don't
So
know.
here's the deal.
Podcast.
Nobody knew I did the movie, right?
Right.
Nobody knew. My parents, nobody knew.
Oh, that's awesome.
And because it's a shame. You know what I mean? Well, two things. You know this already. I think, Tony. It's that thing. But the only reason why that movie hit big was because it was playing in podunk theaters across the country, right? But there's a very famous film critic named Rex Reed, who's on network TV. He happened to see the movie, and he said on network TV, "This movie's great," and that's how it.
That one endorsement just got it.
Yeah. So one day, you know, it's like, you know, back then, you know, there was no blockbusters, right? Remember that? There's nothing. If a movie was really good,
Yeah.
the only way you could see it again was go to the theater again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go find it again.
So the movie could be a good movie could be in the theater for a year until the new movies came out, right? So I'm going to work somewhere. I'm driving my Volkswagen Bug, you know. I'm going down Sunset Boulevard, and I see this fucking huge goddamn billboard. It's all green. And I'm like, what the fuck? This piece of shit. You know? And this is like 5-6 months later, right? I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, man.
You know, it's right next to Beverly Hills where I was, right? The billboard. Oh, fuck me, man, you know? So I go, I don't know what I did, you know, and I don't know, a month or two later, the movie's still fucking playing in the theaters, right?
Just won't go away.
Yeah.
So I told my girlfriend, I go, because, here let me backtrack, because a couple months after I did the movie, I got this invitation in the mail from John Carpenter, the production company, Halloween, to see the screening of the fucking movie for the cast and crew. And I thought, this is a true story. I thought that was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. I took a fucking invitation and threw it away. I never went. Didn't even go.
Wow.
Didn't even go. So this movie's fucking playing everywhere now, right? I turn to my girlfriend, I go, have you noticed that this fucking movie's playing everywhere, you know? It's like right down the street from where we live, it was playing everywhere. She goes, yeah. I go, well, you want to see it? She goes, yeah, sure. Yeah. So we go there, and the place is packed, of course, you know, and the people are screaming at the movie, you know, run, you know, all that shit. And about halfway through, I turned around and go, you know, this movie's pretty good. And that's how I saw the fucking movie.
That was actually going to be my next question is, did you actually like the movie when you saw it? So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I don't like to watch myself, but so I haven't seen it as many times as you would think I would, but I've only seen it a few times. But it's but I liked it. Yeah, it was a good movie. Really good.
Absolutely.
I couldn't believe it. I was just like, Jesus Christ. Fucking, I thought I was doing a porno. So
That's awesome.
What
yeah.
are you talking about, Friday the 13th?
Fuck yourself.
Oh, man.
All right? Go get a bag of fries or something.
Oh, I love it. This is great. So great. Thank you so much for coming
you.
and talking to us.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, it's an honor.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Hey,
here comes the real star.
would you do us a favor?
Dash.
Would you sign our thing here? We're going to be doing a couple of these as giveaways, some contest giveaways. We would appreciate it very much.
Sure.
I had it right.
Do you know how? There's going to be a
Wasn't I just
slasher
nice
fight.
to you?
This is the
Wasn't I
best
just nice
bit
to
we've
you?
ever done.
I know, this is fantastic.
Wasn't I just nice to you? I said the real star is going to be coming in here. It's Steve Dash, the real star.
Take out your false teeth.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
Here, I'm going to give you my room key so you can meet me up there later, okay, pal?
Oh man.
Can we
This is-
simulcast that too?
yeah. That's the pay-per-view
When I
later.
see you, I don't need any.
What does he use the Vaseline for now?
Again, he's
Yes.
talking to Tony Rose.
Yeah.
He's talking to
That's
Tony.
just
Three?
Yeah, just the 3 would be great. That would be awesome.
Tony, I think the best part about that is you like waving thank you.
Yeah, you're like, thank you. I know.
completely
I know,
off camera,
I know.
just-
Yeah, just Tony, the
Tony's my homeboy.
our producer.
I
is
wouldn't
over
say
there.
that too loud.
Yeah. That's going to be our next set of shirts. Is Tony is my homeboy.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us. We appreciate it a whole lot. It's an honor.
Thank you again.
Tony
very much, man.
Moran,
Thank you again.
the original Michael Myers from Halloween, the 1978 John Carpenter classic.
shape
And now I'm gonna load up. I have history with our next guest.
He's actually already. You've seen him already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Making
We've
it
got
official.
history. Me and this guy.
Oh, the hair looks
Oh,
great.
oh.
Yeah, here we go.
From a few years ago, I don't know if you remember this. You came to our radio station and you held a machete to my neck. and it's a memory that I've held on to for a long time.
I'm just angry you
What he
didn't
means
finish
by
the
that
job.
is he has nightmares about
I
it.
do. I still wake up in a cold sweat that Steve Dash in the burlap sack is coming to kill me.
I'm glad you're still around to talk about it.
The only reason I am is because you let me go.
I can't believe you still have that picture.
Yeah, I posted it the other day that
Did you post it on Facebook?
I posted on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
I don't have Instagram.
it's probably better off. And you don't want to see my pictures on Instagram either. They're not appropriate. But Steve Dash, join us. Thank you very much for coming and talking to us, sir.
Thank you very much for the invite. You had the loser, Tony Moran.
The warm-up act, right?
Yeah.
Getting the crowd ready. Steve Dash, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 2. The first adult Jason with the burlap sack and the pickaxe.
First Jason to get a kill.
My favorite Jason to play us with
Our favorite Jason
Friday the
to play,
13th,
yeah.
the video game.
I bet you tell that I'm the only Jason in the video game that runs.
Yeah, you've got
That's why you're the best.
Yeah, and you have more traps. You
If
can
you
lay
know
out
who
traps.
it is portraying me in the game.
Is it Kane Hodder?
Yeah, can't you tell? Humpback, ugly bastard.
His shoulders are at perfect right angles.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's the traps. His
Body
traps are.
movements, you know. But I was too old to do it, so I couldn't do it.
Well,
Don't be sad. I'm only 73.
see, and he could kick your ass.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I was talking to you, douchebag.
I was talking to Boat
He's
Guy.
talking to his whole
No,
table.
Yeah, all of us
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
We could be
that's-
4-on-1 and we would get killed. the question I wanted to know is how much of that anger was legitimate from having to wear the burlap sack when you actually got a hold of people?
I didn't know there was any anger. I was kind of greedy. I was waiting for Friday for payday.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
wasn't angry. No, I wasn't angry. I was cool.
Okay.
What was your reaction overalls in the burlap sack?
What was my reaction?
Yeah, how did you feel when the shit? Here's
Oh,
what
you
you're
didn't.
wearing.
You don't know this? Did you ever hear this story?
I
of
know,
how
I
I got
have.
the job.
No.
Okay. It was in 1980, 1981. Screen Actors Guild was on strike. Nobody was working. And I was in New York City, and I hadn't worked in about, I don't know, 5-6 months, I guess, because we're on strike. And there was one movie that was that they were working on up in Connecticut that I knew about, and my friend Cliff Cudney was the stunt coordinator, and the name of the movie was Jason. That was the working title of Friday the 13th, by the way. Jason, Part 2. So I was struggling and it wasn't working, nothing was on, and all of a sudden I got a call, and it was Cliff, and he says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "What am I doing? I'm trying to get a freaking job. That's what I'm doing." He said, "Well, listen, I'm doing this show up here in Connecticut, Kent, Connecticut. It's a movie called Jason." He said, "The guy they hired to play the character Jason, he's fucked up. He doesn't want to go through the window. He can't do his own stunts. The guy's terrible. So they want to get rid of him, and I think you'd be perfect for the job." And I said, "Jason?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You want me to be the Jason?" He said, "Yeah. But you got to come up here because what happened was we shot some stuff already. So we got to make it match, and I think you're the right size, and you fit the costume, and it'll work out well." And I said, "Okay, great." So he says, "Can you get up to Kent, Connecticut?" I said, "Sure I can." I had no money. I had to borrow $50 from my brother-in-law so I could get gas money because it was about a 6-hour drive up to Kent, Connecticut. And at that point I had been in the business about 2 years. 6-hour drive, 2 years in the business, and I was just offered a lead role in a movie.
Yeah, it's the title
Do
character.
you know how excited I was?
Oh, pretty
Driving up there for 6 hours, and that 6 hours I imagined at that time I'm going to be on Johnny Carson, they're going to be interviewing me, I'm going to be a big star, it's going to be a terrific thing, and people are going to recognize me, and it's going to be autographs, and I finally made it after struggling for 2 years doing a bit part here and a bit part there. And I get up to Connecticut, and "How you doing, Cliff?" He says, "Good." He says, "We got to go in and meet Steve Miner, the director, and Dennis Murphy, who was the producer. And when you meet them, they'll size you up. They'll decide whether you get the job or not." I said, "Okay." So we go into their office, and they look up at me. They're sitting at a desk, and they said, "He looks all right." He says, "Take him into wardrobe, put the costume on." So Cliff says, "Okay." So we leave that building, and we went, because we were up in a camp. It was in Kent, Connecticut at a kids camp. So we go to another building in this wardrobe, and they put on the coveralls and the shirt and everything like that. And he says, and I go to put the shoes on, and the shoes don't fit. I said, the shoes don't fit. He said, the shoes have to fit. Because we shot in the woods, his feet. So the shoes have to match. It's got to match. That's the whole thing. I need the job, and I'm going to have the lead role in the movie, so I squeezed my feet in the shoes, and then I couldn't get them in, so what I did is I took a razor, I cut the back of the shoes open, so I fit them in. They wouldn't know, I figured, right?
Yeah.
Now I walk in back into there, and they look, hey, he looks pretty good, you know? They say, get the bag.
Great, get the bag.
I said, what bag? He said, I forgot to tell you, you got a bag over your head.
Oh shit.
I said, I got a bag over my head? Why do I have a bag over my head? You know. He said, because what happens is your face is very grotesque. Because you've been in the lake for like 100 years. And you're in the lake? What lake? What are you talking about? He says, well, there was this woman, the mother, and there was a kid, and then he drowned in the lake, and you come back after that. So your face is all distorted and everything, and through the whole film, you wait. I said, wait, the whole film? He said, yeah, the whole movie, because the prosthetic, that's the other guy. We made makeup for the other guy. And at the end of the movie, we take the bag off. I said, really? He says, yeah. I said, okay. I said, all right, let me see the script. He said, you don't need a script, you ain't got no lines. I said, I got no lines. I got the lead role in the movie. I got a bag over my head and I ain't got no lines. What the hell is this all about?
Not coming.
I said, okay. I said, I'll take the job because I needed the money. I had a wife, I had kids, and that's how I got the job.
Oh, wow.
So you say, how did I feel about the bag? Now you
That
know.
answers that
Now you
question.
know. Now you know.
Right.
Just had to ask him about the bag.
Sorry. I was curious.
Yeah, it happens.
I'll be quiet now.
'Cause
Opening
that's-
up old wounds, man.
Yeah, that's the only Jason with the other look, not the hockey mask look. That's the
Well, you know why they went to the hockey match?
the story that I've heard is that they were trying on different masks for lighting, and everybody was a hockey fan in production.
No.
What's the real story? I want to hear the real story.
the
man.
This is the good
story.
stuff.
Yeah, this is what we want to
The
hear.
real story is Jason had a bag over his head, and I had the bag on my head. And what happened was, when I had to do all my scenes, because I had fight scenes, I had running, I couldn't see with the bag flopping. So we had to put double-faced tape on my eye over here to put the bag close so I could see where I was going. So every day after shooting, you take the tape on and off and on and off. I developed burns all over my face from taking the tape on and off. So when they did part 3, they had a meeting and they said, you know, we got to come up with something better than the bag. And they were sitting in this producer's office, and in the shelf there was a hockey mask because he was a hockey fan. And they said, that's a good idea. We'll use the hockey mask, and that's how they used the hockey mask.
To save somebody else from having tape burns.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a
It's
tape
that
burn
simple.
reason,
Yeah.
right?
See, that's a much better story than just we were trying to do lighting.
Yeah.
Oh, you were
it's way
close
better.
though. You had half.
Yeah.
You said the hockey fans. Right?
Yeah. Because
That's the official line.
Yeah,
for
and
for the
they,
documentary.
you know, because that was at that weird time where there was a lot of, because there was the town that dreaded sundown had the bag,
Right.
the burlap
But
sack.
that was a true story.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That was a true story.
So it was
Right.
like, and then the Elephant Man had
Yeah.
kind of a
Yep.
bag. So it was
Yeah.
like there was this
Bags are
weird,
making a comeback.
yeah, like burlap sacks were just like a thing, and I don't know
Right.
how that happened.
I got it.
But
Burlap sacks were just a thing.
Yeah, they were just
is
a
that
thing.
Also, our next T-shirt.
yeah, burlap sacks are my thing.
Well, you made that burlap sack look scary as hell.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
It was fun. It was a good show. You know, I had a good time on it. Good Cuddy was a good friend of mine, and I really had a really good time on the show. And I made money besides. So
that's a bonus.
That's good too.
How many of the people from the production do you keep up with?
I don't like those.
That's how I feel about this show.
I want to tell you a story about those people.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
I love story time.
A story about those people. Here we go.
This is the true story.
Yes.
First of all, I had nothing to do with them because I was a stunt guy, and they were actors and actresses. I thought John Fury was a stuck-up guy, and Amy Steele didn't talk to me because she wanted to keep in character, so she never talked to me. 25 years later, I had no interaction with those people whatsoever.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's back. Oh no! It's round 2.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of something, Tony.
What are you doing, man?
I don't know why you even came back here. I'm talking because I'm famous. I'm famous, you fuck.
That's our next shirt. That's our next shirt.
I'm a famous fuck and you're nobody. One movie. I did 45 movies, you bald-headed bastard.
Here we go. Here we go. Polishing the chrome, are we? Come on, man. What are you doing?
You know what they call me? Blow dry. They call him skinhead.
You're not man enough to shave your fucking head, dude.
You're right. You're right. I'm a pussy. You're right.
It's a shame they don't get along better.
I know, right? Why are they not friends?
I never talked to those people. Like I said, when we were shooting. 25 years later, we do the 25th reunion in L.A. And that's the first time I talked to Amy Steele, the first time I talked to John Perry.
Oh, wow.
In 25 years. So we got friendly, you know. Oh, they were doing it, blah, blah, blah. 5 years later, 6 years later, 7 years later, whatever it is, I see them at shows all the time. Hey, how you doing? Lovey, lovey, dovey. How you doing? Kissy, kissy, poo, poo, everything like that, you know. I call it Memories, Friends, and 8x10s. You know?
It's a good title.
Yeah, that is.
Last year, doing a show in Chicago. And a very good friend of mine, his name is Scott Penza. He's a New York City policeman. He's a big horror fan, huge horror fan. He has one of the largest horror collections of anybody I've ever known, really. And he wants to go out to dinner with us. He's always very social with us. Me, Amy, John Fury, and Randolph, Bill Randolph. You know who Bill Randolph is? He was in Friday the 13th Part 2. He was the guy that got killed in the bed screwing the girl.
Oh, yeah.
Spear through the back. So he wants to take us out to dinner. So we go to this steakhouse in New York, in Atlanta. Great place. And we're sitting around at a table, and it came up. I don't know how it came up in conversation. I'm a Trump guy. All right?
All right.
Right on.
Yeah, this is right here.
Yeah.
I'm a Trump
Right there.
guy.
You're not
Amy
alone.
Steele and John Fury and Bill Randolph are Hillary guys. Oil and water.
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, that's an instant way to fight with somebody.
We got into such a friggin' argument in the restaurant. And we're sitting there. Now, Scott, who's taking us out to dinner, he's not saying a word. We're going back and forth about different things.
Yeah.
He's just watching us. And all of a sudden, at the end, Scott looks at me, and he says, he hands me looks like a credit card. He says, here, show this to John Fury. And I look at it, it's a Trump gold card. He's a major donor in the Trump organization. So they gave him a gold card, and I says, here, I said, Scott wanted me to show you this. He was so disappointed that Scott was the Trump guy.
Right.
So they're liberal motherfuckers.
Yeah, you just can't get along.
Well, Julian has something to
I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah.
You just
That's
made a best
fantastic,
friend.
yeah.
You just made a best friend.
You're
right
my
here.
favorite now.
I was stuck in a hotel last night, all right? Let me tell you something, all right? Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I was here last night watching TV, you know, so I'm not home, and everything at home I DVR.
Yeah.
I watch everything back. Never watch CNN, because they're a bunch of fucking forget about
Exactly.
it. MSNBC is the same shit, right?
Yep.
Well, last night, I'm laying there, and it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I got the TV on. I already watched Tucker. I already watched Laura Ingraham. I already watched Fox News, all the shows. I said, let me switch. I switched over to MSNBC, and there's this guy called Squawk Box. And who's he got on there that he just started interviewing? This fucking scumbag that wrote the fucking book, Fire
Oh,
and
yeah.
Fury.
Oh shit.
Wolf, what's his name? Something
Mike
Wolf?
Wolf.
Yeah,
Mike Wolf, yeah.
And he's got him on there, and he's sucking it up that everything is wrong. Trump is crazy. Trump repeats this and that. And he has this whole interview. It never calls the guy out on anything.
Yeah.
And then he has a panel. There's 3 people that come on. Somebody from the Obama administration, somebody from the Hillary people, and somebody from I forget where, maybe John Kerry. And they're all saying, "Yeah, he's crazy, Trump." I said, I can't believe that these fucking people are on TV. There. How do you say? I don't want to get political yet, really, but just point of interest. If he's crazy, how could he be the president? I'm serious. What do you think? He's surrounded by a bunch of people that are so stupid that they don't know he's crazy, and yet they feed this narrative like it's terrible.
It's every day of my life.
So mentally
I appreciate it.
involved.
Right there.
I'm so mentally involved. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It really is terrible. It's terrible. I mean, it's awful what's happening to me.
Yeah. That's what I tell him every day.
And it's not so much that I like Trump, because I think he is stupid, and a lot of things that he does. Some of the stupid shit that he does, I mean, but I'm so involved because there's so many people on the other side that are so out of whack talking about him that it's almost worse than entertainment. It's torture.
Some of it you can't make up. Some of it's so crazy you can't make that stuff up.
Absolutely.
Well, I think the one thing everybody can agree on is, and I'm going to do this super corny, and you might stab me, that you're here making the Vette CityCon great again. See, here we go. Now I'm going to get stabbed. I'm going to get
I
stabbed.
want to call you on that.
Yeah, oh no, he's going to come. Yeah, because see, here's the thing. Yeah, I noticed your picture's not on here.
Yeah, where's my fucking
I didn't make those. I just picked these up, but they didn't put your picture on there.
No, well, why don't you get with these motherfuckers and find out what they
We'll
did?
have a word with him.
We're gonna have to have a meeting because that's the thing I know. Like the guy who's not here, his picture's on there, but you're not on there.
No shit.
I feel like that's
What
some.
Flyers, by the way. I did those.
See, look, here he is.
There he is. Blame that guy. Blame that guy. Yeah.
Let me defend
Who's that,
myself.
Chad?
Yeah, come on over here. Come on
Chad,
over here.
Chad.
Yeah.
That was before Steve was added. So
Oh.
let me just say that. Steve
Listen
got
to me,
added
Chad,
prior
you
to that.
motherfucker. You.
Hey, that was before Steve was added.
That's fair.
The newer ones have one. I passed out 2,500 of them by myself.
Dash, get back to
So,
work. Well, what
you're
the hell
on
are
those,
they-
Steve.
what
Do you
the
want to see
hell are
those when you're
Oh, no, John Dugan, no.
Oh no.
This is another motherfucker I don't like.
Wow.
Grandpa.
Oh man. I love
John.
it.
Steve, I love you.
I love
We're
it.
done?
Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Here you go. There you go.
Yeah, see, here are the ones with your picture on.
Yeah, I haven't signed the good ones.
Yeah, well, we got the good ones over here. Pass them down.
You know who you look like, don't
See?
you? One of the Tuttles.
See, there we go. There's the one with your picture on
That's
it.
a good one.
See, that's the one I wish we would have had those before. Try with one of these. Try with one of those. Yeah, why didn't we get those before? We didn't have the good
I love
stuff.
that we can all get behind making crap out of Koran.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what we all, as a family, we all get together and hate him.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
You know, it's a thing.
Fucking liberal.
Kiss my ass, you fucking jewel.
I love it.
John, I get
We get along so well here together. We get along.
And we're the two sharing the hotel room.
Yeah, no, you guys are staying together, and
I don't sign shit for free. One twin size bed. That's all we need. And a sheet.
crazy.
Push it together. It's fun.
A sheet.
Got it.
Thank you so
Since when
much.
did you get
Thanks
modest?
a lot, guys.
We appreciate you. It's
All right.
nice seeing you again.
Fantastic. Thank you very
Thank
much.
Thank you so much.
That's twice now I've crossed Jason and lived to tell the story.
There won't be a third.
There's not a third time. Nobody gets out a third time.
What's this?
That is
It's
our
his
MiFi
Wi-Fi.
for our live stream. We're streaming live to all the Facebook people. Is it still working? Does it still work? Okay.
I have my glasses on.
That's cool. That's cool. We look better without glasses on anyway.
too.
Oh, he said I look fine.
He's lying.
Yeah, he's totally.
A bunch of pink right here. And then
I really am just a mass of hair, so
Yeah,
you're not
he is.
missing anything.
He is. It's
Quiet, Chewy.
yeah.
So, like, real
Cousin
quick,
it.
real quick, is that koozie from a place called the Slider House?
yeah, it's actually.
It is.
Yeah.
Slider House.
Dude, that place fucking rules. It's right down there.
No plugs for the
Yeah, no
Papa.
plugs. Yeah, just kidding. We
yes.
can do plugs. We can do plugs. So,
my wife used to work kind of in that part of town.
Oh shit, that's
A lot
awesome.
of times I pick her up from work,
okay.
and we go there and have drinks and numerous lobster sliders and shit like that. I mean,
Oh, I just got really drunk there a couple times.
That's
they have a good happy hour too.
I believe it.
That's the most important thing.
I believe it.
Well, it
So,
serves cold beer
And they have
Koozies,
parking.
man. It's right up your alley.
and parking.
Important
Yeah,
in that neighborhood to have a parking lot, you know. So.
that helps.
we're going to complete the horror trifecta here because we've talked Halloween, we've talked Friday the 13th. Let's talk some Texas Chainsaw Massacre, maybe.
First and most important of the three.
Right? Right? The
Absolutely.
one of the most influential. I won't even qualify it by saying low budget. One of the most influential,
Fucking low
the most influential
low budget.
horror movies of all time. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. John Dugan joining us. Thank you for coming. And
Thank you for having me.
we appreciate it.
I had
Hold
no
on.
choice. Anyway, your girl kind of strong-armed me.
Yeah.
She's
I kept putting her off.
She's our MVP. I don't
Yeah.
care what anybody says.
she's pretpretty, and she's also got a strong arm to bring people here.
Assertive.
She's perfect. Yeah,
A
she's
death grip, as it
Yeah.
I
were.
had issues. I don't know what they are yet, but
That's just how it goes. So you on set, deep in the heart of Texas, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What was that shoot like?
in the heart.
Right? Yeah. That's why I did that. Just trying to get a pop out of everybody
It
here.
sucked. It was terrible. But, we were all young, and we were making a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was cool.
What was the smell like? That's something that I've always wanted to know. What was the smell?
Can't be worse than this
It was
podcast.
really terrible. Everybody stunk. Then we had all this food on the table. It was like slowly just decomposing.
Oh.
Gunnar Hansen, he could. He had to wear the same shirt for the entire shoot because there was one shirt and they had dyed it. And like the costume, one of the costume people had actually dyed it in their, their kitchen sink in Austin with like a box of Rit dye.
Oh,
So they were afraid if they washed it, the color wouldn't match. Which it probably wouldn't.
No, yeah, that would have washed right
And,
out.
and so it would fuck up, the footage of it. So
Yeah.
he was not allowed to change his shirt for the whole shoot.
Wow.
And man, you have never smelled anything like that.
Oh, that sounds so fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
He's a big guy and probably sweats, and when it's cold. He's Icelandic.
Yeah. Oh.
So he was. R.I.P. buddy. But my Viking friend. But it was, as I told him many times, it was not of this earth. It wasn't human BO. It was like Venusian or Martian something BO. Like something like an alien would smell after a good workout.
He's a Viking,
Or
so it was
dirty
like
sex,
Yeah.
like an alien who just had like rough sex. Just awful. Just awful.
that's a lot better than the sweat of Thor joke I was gonna make.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Nobody, really, nobody was sitting next to him at lunch or anything.
Poor
It's a lonely
Leatherface guy.
job being Leatherface.
Yeah.
Somebody just sent me a picture of a shirt from Chainsaw 3D, in which I get shot and they squib me and all this stuff. And he bought it, I guess, and he wanted me to say, yeah, that's the shirt, to make sure that he got a deal. And I said, well, it looks like this whip mark, but where's the blood? Because I don't know. I said, why would they wash the
Yeah. That's,
blood out of it to sell it? We got talking about it. I said, oh, it's probably the smell, because it was 103 degrees at 10 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 o'clock in the morning.
I can't
It was
imagine.
103 degrees when I walked out of my trailer in full makeup at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Jesus.
And and the exec, Carl Massacre was there. This is on 3D. And here I am, 38 years later. Yeah, it was like 38 years later or something. And here I am in full makeup and costume, and it's 100 fucking degrees. It's in the street, outside Shreveport, Louisiana. And he was like, John, come here. Oh my God, you look great. I want you to meet. And he has some money people from like New York.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Some people I want you to meet. And I just walked around and said, what the fuck is your problem? Well, I said, almost 40 years later, and Have you never heard of winter when you're shooting in the summertime? Up in Shreveport, Louisiana, he goes, John, this is Mr. So-and-so, produced, blah, blah, blah. I was like, hey, guys, I'm serious, man. This sucks. And I walked away from it.
How you doing? How you doing? Still go screw yourself.
Fuck you. You're cool. You're cool.
They wouldn't let me out of the makeup people. I step out of my trailer and smoke a cigarette or something. One of the guys would poke his head out. Get in your trailer, you're melting. It's silicone. It's the 3D. It's not just that like 5 pounds of liquid latex that kind of holds up. Silicone is like paper thin.
Right.
You actually read a newspaper through it, probably.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just like it's a second skin, and that wood, and that heat.
Man.
How long was that makeup process?
It's, the first time, doing Chainsaw, the original, the first time was about 5.5 hours.
Oh my
probably.
God.
And then you got to work for like 18.
Yeah.
And the second time they had down to about 4, maybe.
Oh, they're improving
Yeah.
slightly, cutting it down.
20% better, yeah.
And then 38 years.
38 years later, and they cut it by an hour and a half.
4.5 hours. But I think they were done before that, and they were just waiting for me to get called. So they just kept painting on it, They just kept adding stuff.
Just busy work, just to pad time. Yeah. So do you keep in contact with anybody from either
I
production?
just talked to Neil briefly. Well, he texted.
Yeah.
Briefly. Yeah, we stay in touch. And I see people on the road. I saw Terry at a con in England back in October.
Yeah.
And in Germany. I was in Germany. I don't know if she. I can't remember. Right?
Yeah, it's okay. It's a blur.
She was in Germany. She was in Germany as well. So I saw her twice overseas.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good.
Which is nice. Free trips overseas.
Yeah.
I never get to see anything. They go from the hotel to whatever the venue is.
Right.
Then
Yeah.
you leave the venue, they put you on a plane.
The roads are nice, but everything else.
Yeah.
You know? How many conventions about do you do a year now?
I probably do about, in the last couple of years, maybe been 8 to 10.
Okay.
The most I've ever done, I did about 8 or 9 years ago, I did 40 conventions.
Wow.
Shit.
In a year. And then in 2013, I did like close to 30.
Okay.
And it stretched from like August until the end of October, I did like 12.
Wow.
Yeah. I was gone all the time.
Yeah,
I come home, my roommate at the time, I'm married now, I have a roommate.
Different kind of
share a
roommate.
bed with.
Right, different kind of
But,
roommate, yeah.
I was living in Louisville and had a roommate. He'd pick me up at the airport. I'd take him out to dinner. Next day I'd do some laundry. I'd toss him some money for rent and utilities and everything. And he'd take me a couple days later. He'd take me back to the airport and I'd be gone.
Gosh.
It was just I had to grind it out. I was so broke. So I was doing like little shows all over the place. Give me a table and a plane ticket. I'll be there. Bus, okay, the bus. I'll take the fucking. I have to change buses to Knoxville. Okay, I don't mind. Whatever. Rough year.
Gosh.
Yeah.
What are some of the your most favorite places you've been where either the people were really great or they
Are you
weren't
talking
terrible?
about the conventions?
Yeah. Like
I love Cinema Wasteland in Cleveland, Ohio. Always a good time. I've done that 3 times. I do it more, except I'm there every year,
Yeah.
But it's really a class act. They got their shit together. They've been doing it for 15 or 16, 17 years or something like that. And they've been at the same hotel out by the airport every year. So the hotel is hip to you.
Yeah.
You don't get any shit from the hotel. And the people actually who work at the hotel love to work the convention so much that they work the entire weekend and the hotel puts them on. They just stay there.
Wow.
So all your waiters and waitresses and your bartenders and all that stuff, the front desk people want to be there, and the hotel takes great care of you.
That's awesome.
So that's got to probably be.
Yeah, that's really good. Awesome.
Big hair guy looks like he wants to say something.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a question.
He's just holding that microphone
It's like
really
you see,
intimately.
You see like an old computer
Looks
with
like
like
he's got some experience at that thing.
Yeah, it's not a dick, but it's close.
Yeah, it's
I had to find a way to get on the show somehow, and Tony's not a nice man. So,
Oh, that's not true. That's not true. Tony Rose does not give a shit about you.
that's true.
And neither do the rest of us.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
You did give him a shirt though, so
That's
that
true.
means something.
That's fair.
slashing your tires and leaving all of you here.
That's probably fair.
Fuck you.
Sir, thank you
you
for
have
coming
it?
and talking to us.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah, actually, I
Should
didn't
I
have
be
that.
free now?
Well, I've got a question.
Okay,
Did I
yeah.
endorse a check? I charge.
So of all the kills you were involved in the film, what was your favorite kill scene to shoot? Or do you have
Chainsaw?
one? In any of the films you've been in?
I've been killed recently.
Do you have a favorite you being killed scene?
Yeah, it was horrifying. It was embarrassing, and if I ever get a chance, I would get back in the direction.
Oh no.
But in the film called The Hospital, which we filmed in Tennessee, and South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, which is down by Chattanooga, and not South Philadelphia, South Pittsburgh.
South Pittsburgh.
Have you ever driven? It's like 2 exits before you get to Chattanooga.
Right.
Little town there, and there's an old. And the name of the film is The Hospital, and we shot in an old hospital, which is supposed to be one of the most haunted places in the country.
That's awesome.
And it's we stayed in the hospital.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no
South
thank you.
Pittsburgh. Oh, by the way, do you know what the name of the football team is of the South Pittsburgh High School? The Steelers.
The South Pittsburgh Steelers. Straight out of Tennessee, yeah.
I'm embarrassed I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck?
We overthought that one.
That could be the Pirates. I don't know.
The Penguins, I don't know.
There's a Mexican restaurant there that makes a kill or a quesadilla con chorizo. And the waitress.
Okay.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Road trip for lunch then? Is what I'm hearing?
Make sure she has to kind of lean into that when she sets it down. The kill. So anyway, I plays cop.
No. Go back.
Or the
Go back to
waitress.
the
Yeah,
waitress.
we were fine with the waitress. Yeah.
So I'm married now. I gotta watch what I'm saying.
No, you know, it's fine.
There's no
She doesn't
chance
watch
she'll
the
watch
show.
this.
No, yeah, she won't be watching this.
It's my 4th time now. You think I'd know by now. I'm no expert on marriage, but I'm an expert on divorce. Yeah, I believe in this. Mr. Marriage. Been married 4 times. Kill. So I play Officer Chapman. I get sent out. I get sent out to this hotel because there's some activity out there, and I don't want to go. I didn't go out there. And anyway, I get hit over the head, and I wake up strapped on like strapped face down onto like a gynecological table or something. Some kind of like a something table.
Yeah.
You know, it's got
Fun times.
that they can adjust and do procedures to you and shit.
Yeah.
And they just screw me to death with a drill dough. A freaking sawzall with a huge with a huge
Yeah.
with a huge rubber pants around my ankles.
With a drill dough.
Stage blood. Just and the director Jim O'Rear, if he's listening, is like John. I know he's telling the makeup girl, I want the blood to run down his ass crack. And she's like, Stacy was her name. She's like, John, can you like spread your cheeks a little bit? So and she's behind me. And I was so pissed off. Because the script really didn't read like this.
Yeah.
And I'm so pissed. I'm like, no, you fucking do it. Spread my ass cheeks. I'm gonna spread my fucking ass cheeks first. You want to spread, you do it. And she's like, with 2 fingers, like, like she's using her iPhone to expand the text or something. You know?
Pinch to zoom. Pinch to zoom.
It's just dripping off my balls and down my neck and into my shoes, into my fucking shoes.
That might be the best question ever asked and answered on this show. Ever.
Then,
So
when
now he has a
rolling,
butt
every
double
time they
contract.
roll,
Yeah.
she's over here, she squats down in front of me. I'm fucking buck naked. She is down here, just right here. And I remember thinking, thank God I took a shower before we started shooting this scene. At the same time, she was very well endowed. And just all this cleavage, and then me, and then I'm just like hurry up, shoot this. Please hurry up.
Baseball.
Yeah, cold showers. Baseball, cold showers. Baseball, cold showers.
But that's probably has to be the most memorable kill that I've been involved.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
So do you have a butt double clause in your contract?
Stunt butt. From now on, I do.
Which, by the way,
butt double rider in there.
did she tell you that we're going to need your stunt butt to come over here for the rest of the show? We're going to need you to spread the cheeks for the rest of the show. Sorry.
Oh.
That's the extra part. That's the bonus show that we didn't tell you about. Oh, no.
Oh my god.
No. Anyway, all right.
That
Wait,
was awesome.
I don't think we can top that.
No.
I don't think we can top that. I think that's the best story we get. Thank you so much.
I think we might as well just retire.
Thank you.
How
Yeah,
many
that's
things am I
it.
gonna sign?
Thank you. I think
Just
Steve
throw something on
Dash
your electronics.
Steve Dash tried to sign over your picture in some of these.
Dirty bastard. I don't have my, you know,
'Cause
he
he's
is
a-
a dirty bastard. But
New Prince
I don't
Series.
have my glasses on, so
Here, I'll take these. If you'll do these, if you'll sign those, we'll take these out of here.
Like 1 second.
Yeah, those are just our extras.
I don't even know where my picture is.
Yeah, he's covering you up over there. He's
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Steve Dash signed over you.
So can you sign over Steve Dash?
Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
Ed Neal signs in my spot all the time.
Some people just don't know their boundaries of where to sign. It's unfortunate. So we're gonna. So now we've hit the trifecta. I think we saved the best for last. We saved Texas Chainsaw, which influenced everything else. So
By the way, my newest film, Rock, Paper, Dead, when it hits theaters, please go see it. I play a really, really creepy psycho pedophile, and I'm very, very good at it.
that's a tagline.
How much of your ass do we get to see?
Yeah, that's
You're not gonna see any of my ass.
Oh well,
Somebody-
stunt ass.
Got a stunt ass in there.
Yeah, the ass double. The ass double is how it is. So
But,
yeah, no.
that was let me pitch that. That was
Yeah,
a
play
fun
it.
thing to play. It was a last minute thing. I was supposed to be playing another role altogether, and I got the it's like a Hollywood shout out there.
Hey.
But there was no money and some pop behind it. Tom Holland directed it.
Okay.
And Victor Brook Miller, who wrote the original Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
was co-writer on it.
Oh wow.
And it's Michael Myers is in it, Tatum O'Neal,
Okay.
me,
Nice.
Maureen McCormick
Oh
wow.
yeah.
was a
Nice.
cameo in it. Ari Lehman dies
Okay.
a horrendous fucking death. I'm not even sure he dies, but he gets mauled pretty well.
You probably deserve it.
With a
Yeah.
drill dough.
Yeah, with a big drill though.
Just with bare hand stuff, which is always creepy.
Ooh yeah.
Oh, man.
Bare hand violence.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
somebody just snatches a body part or something, or
No, thank you.
or just somebody getting beat to death.
Yeah.
It's always, but
always-
just doesn't let up.
Yeah.
It's a bit more
And
visceral.
you can see the look on the person's face when they realize, are you wrapping it up here?
No. He's making sign language to us.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's the sign language that he knows. Yeah.
Get me the fuck out.
No.
It's a California
But,
how you do. Yeah.
when somebody the realization hits the person, my God, he's been beaten to death.
Yeah.
Die here.
That's a bit more
You know?
visceral and a bit more like
But,
creepy when it's
So,
that.
and I don't kill anybody, but I pretty much the reason that the main character turns into a psycho killer.
Oh shit.
And
What's the title again?
it was Rock, Paper, Dead.
Rock, Paper, Dead.
Paper Dead.
And should be out soon. It was fun because hey,
Mr.
I'm
John
Dugan!
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna bug you too.
Oh yeah.
Last time I saw you, we were drinking German beer then. We were. Yeah, lots of it. But so I thought I was going to be playing a much smaller role, and then I was just getting ready to send off to sign off on the deal memo, and I get this email from the casting director saying, "John, don't send that. Things have changed." And I was like, "Fuck, this shit can't be." Before I even started, they've decided they don't want me. And about 20 minutes later, I got an email from her saying they want you to play Uncle Charles. I was like, "Uncle Charles? Uncle Charles?"
Uncle
Stacy
Charles.
said, "What? Uncle Charles?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Uncle Charles, the creepy uncle." Charles? I said, "Yeah."
Ugh.
So of course I had to hustle because I had like a week or a week and a half. I had to hustle and do some research and work on this role. So I'm sitting in our office at the desk, computer screen in front of me. She comes in and goes, looks over my shoulder and says, "What are you watching?" I said, "Interviews with pedophiles."
Oh, God.
And she goes, "John, yes, darling. How did you word the Google search on that?"
Yeah. They keep that forever. That doesn't go away.
I said, "Well, I just how to be a pedophile."
Did you at least use incognito? That's all I need.
Jeez. Use incognito mode. Incognito mode.
But I know more about pedophiles than most people. Ugh. And you take my job very seriously.
Method act. No, not okay. And you're going to be here today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow
the
here
27th, 28th.
at the Corvette factory.
Yeah, factory.
It's right next to the factory.
Yeah.
Corvette Museum. Until 6 o'clock this afternoon until 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Perfect.
Come out and see me. I got lots of stuff. I have, while they last, some Texas Chainsaw Massacre Grandpa T-shirts I'm selling for $10.
That's a deal.
Nice.
Because I'm phasing them out, something else in. So I just want them out of my life. And so, don't try to text me and reserve one. Come out here and get it.
First come, first serve. Make
So
your way
I
here.
can upsell you to something a little more.
That's the name of the game, man. It's the name of the game.
Get well
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
really
for
much.
coming on
Appreciate it.
to us.
Thank you so
Appreciate your time. Thank
No
you so
problem.
much. Hopefully you sell out of all of those T-shirts.
Thank you.
I'm gonna sell it out of all of them. So, man, we've just been going through the gamut today. We've been. This is awesome. Meeting everybody. Everybody's yelling. Everybody's making fun of Koran. It's
Fuck you guys.
the best. It's the best. That's a sign of a good show.
Everybody hates you.
Not according to the
You
poll.
are the worst.
Not according to the poll.
Yeah. Look at this. No, I will get up for this. Look at this. I will get up from my chair.
Olson.
There you go.
There we go. We got chairs showing up.
I'll get up
left
from
and
my
right.
chair for
You can
this.
sit down. Come on.
Here, I'm gonna laugh.
Your star outshines mine.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Hey, who's the token dragon?
Oh, we have a dragon mascot
Uh-huh.
who always requests that people stand and deliver the best performance they can.
Oh, I thought he was hoping that
He's not that
stand
smart.
and deliver new laws regarding what he's smoking.
Yeah, see, well, can I give the full name? Can I give the? He's 1.8 GPA dragon. Because he didn't do very well in school because he spent too much time with the recreational marijuana.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't even remember what GPA even means.
So he's our mascot, and he wants us to rock and stand and deliver. So
What are the laws here?
there are no rules at all. There are no rules.
Wait, no.
But, so it's legal?
No.
No.
Not even
It's
medicinal.
I meant on the show,
recreational
sorry.
legal
Not even
now in
medicinal.
California.
If you're 17,
Yeah, it is completely illegal here. It is completely illegal.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
I don't really imbibe, but my radio co-host is the CEO of the largest dispensary in California.
Okay.
And Jungle Boys are the growers. It's 4 stories of grow rooms.
Damn.
It's
Wow.
beautiful. I mean, I was a stoner as a kid.
It's odd and interesting that you can cross the border from Colorado into Utah, where I live, and what you're doing goes from entirely legal to 20 years in prison.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, Schedule
Because
1.
of one car length of travel. It's very odd, but okay. So hey, where are we? What are we doing? Who are you people?
We are the Talk Nerdy to Me podcast.
I've heard of you.
Have you really?
Yes, I have.
Wow.
Yeah.
For real?
I'm nerdy.
Okay. Well, you can
I
like
play
us on
World of
Facebook and hear
Warcraft.
this interview. We're streaming live on Facebook right now.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
So,
yes, but
How's my hair?
Bangkok, que te ven una shisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, what she
What
said.
she
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
I'm banned
2
from
times.
Facebook right now.
Why would they
All
ban
the
you?
time.
What'd you do?
You're a national treasure. Why would they ban you?
Because of my politics.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
that. Come
Yeah.
Censored.
But this time they said it was because I was accused. I'm suspected of phishing. I'm a robot now.
What?
And then I tried to log in again. We're looking into this. I logged in again, and it said you posted something that's against our community rules. I was like, oh, now you changed your mind. So
Facebook
when they
has
let
rules?
me back on, I'll be saying farewell.
Well,
Apparently there is a Mike Lookinland Facebook page.
I printed you.
It ain't me.
it's not you.
Nope, it is not me. Swear to God.
Wow.
Well,
I better unfriend you.
So we're
It's
over
the Russians. It's
we're
all
over
the
2
Russians.
over here at the center.
yeah, this is not a Facebook fan interview right now. This is not Facebook. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry for
This is
No,
a,
it's okay. No, it's fine.
you can also find us on Twitter.
Yeah. We'll get back. It's cool.
You had her on your show? Oh,
No,
my God.
we're proud to have you on our show. I will go on record as to say that we're proud. So, I'm just super excited because we've had some horror guests. We've had
But nothing is frightening.
that certain genre. No, like it's awesome. And one of the things that's great about Vette CityCon is the variety of guests, and there's something for everybody. And what speaks more to that, and what's more opposite of horror movies, the horror genre, the Brady Bunch.
It's all here on this card.
Right, it's like everybody.
You have
The Brady
Michael
Bunch.
Myers and Bobby and Cindy Brady.
Right.
Yeah. Jim.
Right? And so, I'm like, the only thing I can think of,
He's
I'm
speechless.
speechless because all I can think of is my favorite episode of the Brady Bunch, which is, but it's, it involves the ice cream parlor, which was always my favorite stuff, where
Really great.
Jan and Marcia.
Jan gets the job, and it's,
And the cute guy.
what is it, Marcia Gets Creamed, I think is the name of the episode, I don't know. Ice
No,
cream.
that's a completely
That's your fan fiction.
completely different situation there, man.
So no, like I'm super huge into I'm all about the Brady Bunch. We have the pork chops and applesauce joke that we like to give sometimes, but
Bobby's his trademark line was, "Mom always said don't play ball in the house,"
yep.
which oddly enough was never delivered on screen. It was just in Peter's dream. It was just a voiceover.
That's weird.
Bobby never actually said that.
Wow.
In the show.
And like actually
It's
like
only in Peter's
like
dream.
in reality. Wow.
Right?
Weird.
Am I right? I have all the scripts. They're in a dusty old box on the shelf in my
Jeez.
garage.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I should bring them to Vette City.
Yeah, you
sometime.
should.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe might take some more money home.
Yeah, that's an eBay gold mine.
Yeah.
You could sell all of those off.
My son, bless his heart, bought me the Brady Bunch lunchbox from eBay,
Right.
off of eBay,
Right.
Because I used to tell a story about how my mom sold mine for 15 cents at a garage sale.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
By the time the bidding was over on eBay, it was $350.
Jeez.
And my son, he forked it over.
Wow.
I couldn't
Was
believe
that
it.
Scotty?
And no, that was Joe. And it's up on the shelf in my little Brady shrine on my bookshelf.
That's awesome.
I've still got mine. And mine
Sweet
has
kid.
a thermos, and the thermos doesn't rattle.
That'll
Yeah.
double the value.
Yeah,
right
the
there,
thermos. Yeah, if you get the
And
thermos.
it has a, Francis Whitfield, our studio teacher, put a piece of masking tape on it. It says Susan O, so we know that it's
Still on there?
It's still on there.
Nice. Yeah, my mom sold mine for 15 cents.
Wow. That's like
I think we all have stories
yeah,
like that.
yeah. I left for
Yeah.
college, and my parents sold everything I had and turned it into a craft room, my bedroom. So like I couldn't go back home. I had to just stay at college. No, don't offer me. They liked it that way. They were happy to get me
Traumatizing,
out.
yeah.
Well, yeah, they were happy.
Yeah, they were
but it
super
wasn't
happy.
nice to
We
hear.
recently did a remodel in our house, like a DIY thing, and I said, honey, you realize we just made our house into a one-bedroom house, right? She's like, that's fine with me.
It was done by design. It was done by design. So what were some of your favorite episodes to shoot for the Brady Bunch?
When we traveled.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Hawaii,
Hawaii,
Grand
was big.
Canyon, and then we were supposed to go to India, but we ended up in Cincinnati.
Why India? Did they have some deal
Was there a
going?
connection
Yes.
flight you missed?
Yeah, they missed the connector.
And the premise, because the producer's son insists that there was never a plan to go to India. And like at the time, my teacher, 6th grade teacher, was from Calcutta, and I'm like, I remember, they called my mom because my brother was in a movie called The Man Who Knew Too Much, where he plays the kid that gets kidnapped. And part of the
Yeah, I was gonna say the Jimmy Stewart.
yeah, Doris Day.
Yeah.
And part of the story for the Brady Bunch episode, 3-part episode, is that somebody was going to get kidnapped. And they called my mom asking if she had a screener of Man Who Knew Too Much. So I knew about this. So anyway, Lloyd insists that it never happened. I have the script now.
Lloyd's a liar.
Really?
Yeah.
I do.
Suck
I
it,
have the
Lloyd.
script.
Yeah.
A friend of mine.
What's it called?
It's called A Passage to India. And
Yeah, like
Scribble down the passage to Cincinnati.
how do you deny that, Lloyd?
Alice
We're
gets
calling
on
you
a
out.
game show
Yeah,
and
Lloyd,
she
you
wins
dick.
a trip for 9 to India.
It's an
That
oddly
always
specific
happens,
trip
right?
to win.
Always.
It's an oddly specific trip to win. Trip for 9.
My needs were simpler. I was kind of a camera nerd.
Okay.
So the show I liked doing was the one where Greg had to make a movie for his high school history class,
Right.
and we were pilgrims and Indians.
Okay.
So they got to break out the slow-mo camera, and we got to do some stop frame, and like fight scenes.
Right.
And I just thought, and we got to wear something other than our t-shirts.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was a break from the normalcy that we encountered every day.
Does Lloyd have any lies about that episode too?
No,
We're gonna call out
if he
Lloyd.
does, if he does, she will know.
Fair enough. Lloyd's on notice right now. He's an official on Talk Nerdy to Me secret double probation.
Today is the day for setting the story straight. I guess.
Yeah, we're setting the story straight.
But so I still haven't been to India.
A lot of Brady
And I have this
intrigue,
India
Brady
love.
scandal.
An unrequited love for India.
Is that like a play? Like, is that something you want to do? Like, is that like
Yeah, I
coming
do.
up?
I have an Indian family that's adopted me. They take me to the temple.
I just want to go back to Hawaii.
Yeah, I don't blame
My
you.
needs
Maybe
are
doing
so much
that.
simpler.
Maybe doing that for one of these in
Oh, good.
September.
Okay.
Oh,
Do they have a Corvette museum there too?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they have like a toy museum.
My God. Oh, awesome.
The Tiki Hut Museum.
Yeah. It's where they mass produce those. It's where they mass produce the bad luck necklaces. No. Yeah.
Barry sells those.
No,
Does he
good
really?
luck. It was good luck.
That's awesome.
Here,
When
wear
I
this.
when I
It's
get
good
one,
luck.
when I get one, it's bad luck. Everything goes wrong. It's bad. So, did you have any episodes that you really didn't like to shoot, or like stuff that went like real bad? That's that's the stuff we like.
Okay,
That's the stuff we like.
Cindy, okay, because she wasn't real bright. 12 years old. Okay, this is a script idea that would have been really cute when I was 7. Cindy wants to be Shirley Temple. It comes
Right.
down to Lovey Howell, the casting director, and sings this whole song. That was so embarrassing, being 12, being really awkward, and knowing that I was going to have to go back to school and get teased. Because we went back to regular public schools.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Really?
We went to.
We
No
got
tutors
no
on set or anything?
star treatment.
It was interesting and weird.
Very, very.
And was that your preference, or was it like they just?
Yeah, because I was scared to death of becoming abnormal.
Right.
You know, I wanted to have a normal childhood too. And my dad hated every one of his kids, 4 kids. Each one of them got discovered to do acting.
Wow.
And I was discovered twice because they took me out, and then I got back in. Anyway, my dad hated it. He hated the fact that I was doing something that made me famous, and it interrupted our privacy. And he was constantly bribing me, going, "Come on, Susan, quit the show. I'll get you a horse." Like, but Daddy, if I don't do the show, we can't afford a horse.
Yeah. If I keep doing
So
the
what
show,
you're saying
we
is
buy
I'm going to
more.
buy myself a horse.
Yeah, buy a stable of
Pretty
horses.
good
if I
logic
keep-
for a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Very
Our parents
entrepreneurial.
were. We all had good family lives.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah, I loved your parents. They were second parents to me. My mom and his mom were best friends.
The last time all of the cast members all saw each other was at Florence Henderson's wake.
Right.
And she has children that are the same age as me and my brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Or brother and sister, singular.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And just to give you an idea of how family the whole operation was.
Right.
You know, you only see us on the screen, but there were like 9 families. You know, and her son that is my age said one of his favorite things was to go hang out with me at my house.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Florence Henderson's son.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really cool.
And her son, I think you're referring to Robert.
No, that was Joey.
That was Joey?
Yeah.
Okay, because Robert's birthday was around my birthday, so Florence would have these double birthday parties for the 2 of us.
This is the mom that plays the mom on the show. You know, with the other kids who play her kids on the show with her kids.
Yeah.
It was like
It's a huge extended family, so not only do I have this second family with the cast, I've got a third family with Florence's family.
That's awesome. Because, you know, a lot of times you hear, like on sitcoms or on shows and stuff, like where everybody seems real close on screen and everybody like hates each other or they don't get along or whatever. And so
Partridge Family.
Yeah, not naming names, other family. But it's really cool to know that you guys were so tight knit and so close. Like that's really awesome.
I think that's why the show is so successful because I don't think I think that people are really psychic and they know.
Yeah. Well, you can feel it.
Brady fans? Brady fans? Or just
Everybody,
everyone?
yeah.
That's awesome.
I can know what's but it's
Go for
real.
that.
Yeah,
More than just Brady fans. Is there anyone that's not a Brady fan?
We don't talk to them if they're not.
Yeah.
I heard a good one. I heard a good one in the hall today. A nice girl came and in all sincerity she said, "My parents are huge fans of yours." It you know, had to happen eventually. Right?
Well,
You
I
guys
think
could probably all say the same thing.
We were looking at her going, wow, she's really hot.
Yeah, right.
And my parents
I
love
wonder
her.
if her mom is hot. that didn't cross my mind.
I will say, of all the people I met today, you are the two that my mom would be jealous about.
Yeah.
I'll name drop names. Who was that? Oh, that's nice, son. Who was that? Oh, that's good, dear. I'll name drop you guys. You just go, you met who? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I used to go to radio stations and then say, because I was a spokesperson for migraine awareness, and I go into radio stations, we get rock stars in here. But now everybody's going nuts because we have a Brady.
Yeah.
But rock stars like Brady's too.
Brady's are game changers, man.
She didn't get migraines. She gave them to. She gave them.
Oh.
That was her thing.
Raising awareness by spreading my
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
got you. I got you.
Exactly.
That's how we raise
The more
awareness
she
about
gives,
bad
the more
podcasts.
people understand.
Yeah.
I got you.
We raise awareness about bad podcasts by doing one. So that's
It's true.
So it's same
Someone,
thing.
yeah, someone's got to.
Someone has to be at the bottom of
Step
there.
up.
Yeah. And so you guys are going to be here all weekend, right?
Today, the rest of the day, and tomorrow.
Awesome,
And that's
awesome.
it.
And so
Then we
everybody-
go get on an airplane and go home.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
You went to Hawaii and India, right?
Yeah, Hawaii and India. Yeah, that's where it's where.
as soon as possible.
With a detour in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is ground zero for Brady Love.
Really?
They take great pride in the fact that we
were
built
there
an
once.
episode there. Well, I was wishing I was in India.
Their claim to fame, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't want to be here, ended up here, but
Our cars had California license plates on them. Other than that, there was no telling where, where. It's kind of like Springfield on the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
yeah,
Where the hell were the Brady's from?
that's fine.
America.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any
Small
town,
town America,
USA. Yeah. Any
Although
town.
I think it was kind of implied that we were in California when we did after Cousin Oliver invaded the household.
It never rained either.
Yeah, but we went to a movie studio. So
Oh, right.
They don't have a whole. Back then, they didn't have those really in other states.
It's just L.A. They were out of ideas.
New York.
That's why they added the new kid.
That's what happened. Yeah,
That's when you start jumping that shark.
Yep.
We don't have to mention that.
Yeah, no, that's the part we don't talk
I
about.
was very glad because it took the focus off of being. I was just getting so awkward and ugly, and you don't want to. I mean,
Cousin
puberty's
Oliver?
bad enough. You don't want to go through puberty on national TV. I did not. I wanted the show to end. I didn't want a very special episode where City gets a bra. Or
Lloyd actually said to me once, "Yeah, you were. Shouldn't have started until I knew how I was going to do it."
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, right. No, Lloyd once said to me, "Yeah, you were really awkward there for a while."
Why would you say that to somebody, Lloyd?
Right, and I was only like 17. at the
Yeah, you
time.
can't say that,
Shit.
Lloyd.
He had a meeting with me about how awkward
you
I
were.
was
Yeah.
while we were filming.
Wow.
Again,
Like,
Lloyd, you're a
it's like,
dick.
Yeah. We
You
don't
know
like
what you
that.
look me. I'm not a little kid.
It turned out okay, more or less.
That's because I prayed really hard for the show to be canceled.
Can we?
I like
Nobody
I
wants
like
to interview
say
that dickhead Lloyd.
If everyone had a high def motion picture camera in their pocket when I was 19, like they do now,
Yeah.
my life would have been.
Oh, no.
Mine too.
Yeah. So anyway, so we dodged that bullet.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be in talks with you guys to come on for our very special episode where Koran gets a bra. So
Is that
I'll have to figure it out.
something you're looking
Even
forward
better.
so that's coming up next season.
to? All right, we love you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I
Susan
have
Olson,
it. I
Mike
have your
Lookinland.
card.
Yeah, take one. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Wow.
Thank you guys for everything.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you so
fantastic.
much.
Appreciate it. Thank you
Thanks
so
for coming
much.
to see us. They
No,
were the
I'm
best.
sincere. Like seriously, my mom's gonna freak out when I tell her I'm at the
Yeah,
movie.
they-
You gotta get a picture with him.
John,
I do. Oh,
Uh-oh.
is that me?
we lost light.
We went dark. I think I might have hit the button. Hit the button.
There
Hey,
we
we're
go.
back.
Hey.
We're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Was my foot? Sorry, I did that.
What happened?
We
is
can blame me.
We forgot to put gas in the generator.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Talk Nerdy to Me. The XFL. Yeah, I forgot to put gas in the generator. Man, we've had a fun show today. We had a
really
list
fun,
of things we were going to talk about, but we're not going to get to
Doesn't
because
even
we're
matter.
done.
Yeah,
No, we got to talk
shit
to
about
some.
those.
We got to talk to the.
This was honestly way better than what we were gonna do.
Right,
Yeah.
we got to talk to the coolest Brady kids. We got to talk to Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees and Grandpa from Texas Chainsaw.
I think
It was almost a battle royal.
Yeah.
Of,
We almost
many
had
fights.
Yeah.
Michael Myers and Freddy get into a fight.
Not
Jason.
Freddy. Wow, you are going to get demoted.
Turn your mic off. Put your
That's
head
it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah, let's call Steve Dash back and have him come back. So you
That
can come
amazing
out.
hair, though.
You can come out and see us. You can come out and see everybody that we've talked to, plus
don't wanna see
plus
us.
more.
Except you, Lloyd.
Yeah, you can see.
head. No, we're calling Lloyd out.
Yeah, Lloyd, you
I've
stay away.
made two enemies this weekend: Lloyd and Man Thing.
Man thing, yeah, that's it.
It's-
We're taking care of Man Thing in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
This entire weekend here at the in historic downtown Bowling Green,
There it
Kentucky,
is.
at the Corvette Museum,
The National Corvette
National Corvette Museum for Vette CityCon. Come see us. Come see everybody. Don't talk to me, but talk to them. It's great. We're having a great time. Come out and see. $25 for a weekend pass. It's the best value for a convention. Thank you for watching. Hope everybody had fun.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.